Not this one. This one. Not this one. This one. Okay, mic is going. Mic is getting turned down a bit. This is getting moved here. Okay, cool. Alright, what are we cooking?
What are we cooking? I thought you had
What food do we have? Wait, no, yeah, they are. Okay.
I mean, I could do some bread type things. That's gonna require like waiting for yeast to rise and stuff. It's not gonna be very exciting to look at.
We have. I mean, I feel like the purpose of the surprise cooking stream is not.
You can make. Oh, I guess those are frozen tire, which is not.
Oh, we can make tangyuan. Yeah. I mean, it's not exciting.
Yeah.
Mushrooms. What vegetable? Oh, we have menudo in the can. We could eat menudo.
I feel like
eggs. Tart.
Actually, we can make scallion. So how's the scallion? It's impudent, right?
Impudent.
Can we make a scallion pancake?
Yeah, you want to make scallion pancake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make like a fancy style scallion pancake.
Wow.
So they're not just using up sourdough starter.
Wait, you are? Or?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
So I might as well mix it seriously.
What is the recipe that you like to use so I can update our followers so they could follow along at home?
I don't really have a recipe. I'm just mixing flour and water and scallion stuff, and then I'm mixing it out. I don't know. So I put on my apron.
Wow, this is an official cooking stream now.
You're the one who put this on your as a redeemable option. You could have just left it a guinea pig, so you decided.
Well, I mean, I think this is a very useful case of.
Our viewers looking out for
us. You should put the flour in a different. Oh, but we don't have any more nut jars. All right. I gotta update the. I gotta update stuff. Let's see. Okay. Tomato extravaganza. Damn. Okay. So what is today's date? Oh, the last time we did a cooking stream was the tomato extravaganza. It's April 18th, 2021. Surprise scallion pancakes. Tangyuan. Okay. Okay, so how do you make scallion pancakes, James?
I'm gonna make a dough and then roll it out.
Well, okay, give me more than that.
And then put scallions on it. Like, this is the recipe your dad sent us, right?
Wait, is it?
Yeah. I'm doing it that way.
Oh no, I meant like what's your dough? What's your dough? I'm taking notes.
I don't know. I like flour and water until I get a consistency that looks reasonable.
Okay.
I don't actually have a recipe.
Okay. Flour plus water until
smooth dough, I think that's what people say.
Smooth dough. Okay. I'm writing this recipe down. Oh, it's a bit of a low angle, but we will deal with that later. I need to write this up for the kids so they can bake it along at home. Okay.
Then sprinkle with chopped scallions and a combination of melted butter and oil. And if you want little like shrimps and sesame seeds and other flavorings.
Here, can you? I'll put my laptop here so I can.
Wait, do you want me to cook or do you want me to keep commenting.
Well, I want you to move the... Yes, thank you. Our favorite cooking angle.
Actually, can you want some butter?
Yep. Oh, I should advertise. Just a tablespoon?
Yeah, maybe 1.5 tablespoons.
Surprise cooking. Grant is hyped. You should follow along at home. What are you looking for in your dough?
I just want something I can roll out and shape. I'm trying to, like, we're aiming for flakier. You get that, like, by the structural properties of how we coil it and stuff like that, and not so much from the kneading.
Okay, so it just kind of doesn't matter. You just need something to work with.
Yeah. It looks like I'll be able to make 2.
Ooh, nice. One for each of us. Surprise cooking. Surprise not skipping dinner cooking.
Well, we had leftovers. We would have eaten otherwise at some point.
Yeah, but I think Chris was right in side-eyeing us about that. It was,
Late,
it was getting a little late. Okay, so now you're rolling it out.
Yeah, we're trying to roll it out. And then we're going to put all the ingredients, like scallions. I think we're going to do a little preserved shrimp.
Yep. Don't put too much.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we get the salt from, so we don't
Yep.
want to add too much. Normally when I'm making sourdough and I've got some, like, starter discard I need to get rid of, I we'll just place that in a pan with scallions, but our Twitch viewers deserve nothing less than
The best.
serious effort.
Roll it out until flat. Alright, I have melted a tablespoon of butter.
Okay.
Do you want a spoon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How flat? Fairly flat?
I mean, I think I'm trying to go for like 1/4 inch or thinner. Like I'm trying to aim for pretty flat. Because we want it to be nice and flaky, right?
Yeah.
But we don't want it like so thin that it's impossible to shape.
Yeah, I think you can only really do a cooking show if you have 2 people, one to do AV and management.
Okay, so now you snip some scallions.
Oh, it's about time for us to snip it.
So I'm putting a mixture of vegetable oil and melted butter in here.
Where are my scissors?
You have the food scissors. That'd be recently washed actually.
No, I just checked.
And I think with placing the oil on here, you don't want to let it get too close to the edges because as you roll it up later, the oil is going to move out to the sides. I've collapsed a lot of my scallion pancakes from putting too much oil in and it's spreading too much.
Why do you do oil plus butter?
I don't know. It's what the recipe I got.
Oh, okay.
I mean, personally, I'd be all for using straight butter or ghee or whatever and not using canola oil because I don't really like canola oil except in what applications like deep frying.
Wait, sorry, what?
If I were writing recipe myself, I would just use pure butter or ghee. But
I see. This one?
I'm looking for sesame seeds.
Scallion pancakes are pizzas. Is brown melted or just liquid? Oh, is it brown melted or just liquid? I just did liquid.
Yeah, I'm just going for liquid.
Okay.
I feel like brown butter is nice in confections, but I don't think what I want is something savory. So just melted.
Okay, and then so you did a combination of vegetable oil plus melted butter, staying for put it in the center?
Yeah, keeping it away from the edges because it will expand as you roll.
Put all of the other goodies that you want in there.
Scallion, sesame, preserved shrimp, or I don't know what the name for those is.
Yeah, scallion, sesame, seeds, preserved shrimp. Careful, they're very salty.
Or salt if you're not using them.
Also, you have the worst timing because I'm watching a concert. You should figure out how to make jida and guanbing, though, and show me. Browned butter on steak is OP. Have you ever had that?
No.
Okay.
I think I have browned the butter that I'm cooking my steak with. So usually, because I'm using butter for the entire steak cooking process and the sears are pretty high heat. So I might have accidentally had it and not known.
I see. What is jida and guanbing? Ooh.
Oh, here, Lily, can you dig out the shrimp?
Yep.
I just have floury fingers. I don't want to be playing around in your fridge.
In my fridge?
In the fridge of
In our
_menagerie.
fridge?
So do you need to start boiling water for the other thing?
For what thing? Oh, that's a dessert thing.
Oh, okay. So like after we actually eat,
It says
we might try it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then a fork. A fork for serving those.
A spoon.
Oh, I use forks to not get too much of the brine. Maybe.
Oh, I see. It's pretty reasonable. Oh, I've never had these G-done. Butter basted steak is really good. It's also a really good way to cover your kitchen with boiling butter.
Okay, so I think this is probably enough. Move them around a little bit.
It's not.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you always complain that I overshoot on these, so I want to make sure we undershoot if anything.
I think it's probably also something which like kind of grinds out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the critical step.
So we're trying to roll it up into a thin snake. And again, we keep the oil towards the center because it's going to get pushed around as we roll. If you roll it out too thin at the start, I think it also is easy to break it during this, but you do want to get a lot of rolls for good flakiness. Okay, so now we have our tube of goodies. Stretch it out a little bit. And then we're going to make a spiral.
Oh, Just Beans is here. Yum. Well, now you have cinnamon bun.
Mm-hmm. Then you're going to roll it out to flatten. And hopefully I'm not leaking, but I am in fact leaking a little bit, so. Yeah. I have no idea if this is actually how I'm supposed to be making this. I'm just trying to go off of memory of that like texture Dad sent that one time.
I mean, I think this is basically the thing. Just get a pan.
Yeah.
Do you want to get the big pan or just the cast iron, you think?
I think just the cast iron, because this is very thick. So.
Want me to oil it?
Yeah. We can oil it and get it started up.
Veg oil?
Yeah.
How thin are you trying to roll it back out?
I just want something that's reasonable. I don't know. Like. Because also for cooking, right? I don't want it to be too thick because it's going to be harder to cook.
You want me to get it hot?
Yeah. Okay, so it's starting to puncture, so I think I'm going to set it aside and call it ready, unfortunately. And yeah, it's way thicker than I would like, but...
Okay. All right. Are you done with it though?
Yeah, I'm done with this stone wool.
Okay.
oil shimmering.
Is that how you tell it?
No, just the word people use to describe hot oil.
I usually see like the little pockets start to form, and I think then it's becoming hot enough.
Yeah. I mean, also the whole like flicking test, but
I mean, I just didn't know if that was.
I don't have any particular target for the oil.
Oh, it's not hot enough at all.
Well, I don't want to have it too hot though.
Okay.
Just... Okay.
Oh, I should have kept the shrimp out because you were making another one.
Yeah.
My bad. Trying to be too helpful.
I think this time when I'm going to try to pull the tube thinner. When I make the tube.
Got it.
We found a real pantry problem around here.
Okay, I think it's probably hot enough.
Okay, so we can place it in.
You want me to do that?
Yeah. I'm just going to keep preparing the next one. And you can flip it occasionally.
How long are we cooking it for?
I'm just aiming to get like golden brown on both sides, and again, because this one's pretty thick, be a little careful.
Isn't it? If you turn it on heat, won't it take longer to cook?
Yeah, but we need to take longer to cook it to get into the inside, and don't want it so hot that it's burning the outside while the inside isn't cooked yet.
Right. Okay. That is a thick pancake. Thanks, Grant.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to iterate and do better with this next one.
Thick cake. What's your baking expertise?
Baking? I mean, I mostly do bread these days, so I don't really have any particular baking expertise. I mean, yeah, I did cookies when I was first learning how to bake.
Oh, that's
primarily. And then I got really into cinnamon rolls for a little bit. Cinnamon rolls at scale, hundreds at a time.
Nice job placing the pancake, not splashing the oil at yourself. Not like I totally jumped out of the way in pain or anything. I guess while we're waiting, check out these nice squeeze bottles that we have.
Because we finally decided to become adults.
Yeah, we finally decided to become adults, but you too could have squeezy bottles of olive oil, and it's pretty fancy. Minimize spill in your kitchen. Oh.
Do for that advertisement?
Advertisement, yeah. Sponsored by Squeezy Bottle Company.
We got these at Tags Hardware.
Also known as Ace.
The place with the helpful hardware folks.
Isn't it the hardware place? Evil.
I think it's the helpful place, yeah.
Because that would rhyme.
It was originally the slogan was place with the helpful hardware guys or men, and then they changed it to folks. I think I was just the helpful place.
Which I think is the better slogan, TBH, from the beginning. But
I mean, I know the helpful place is you're building this parasocial relationship with the corporation of Ace rather than with the individual folks at the store who are actually performing the labor and helping you out. I think it's not obvious this is the direct improvement. I mean, phonetically it sounds better.
Phonetically it's definitely better. While we're continuing our advertisements, check out the Scallion, which we have from our window.
Oh, I guess you could take the camera over and show off the microgreen if you're really looking for.
But yes, if you could see through our cabinets, you would see the fine greeneries that live around there. Oh, you can also see my giant stack of canned tomatoes here. Right here. It's pretty great.
Would you recommend Kirkland Signature brand?
I would not recommend Kirkland Signature brand. But if you don't have money, I recommend Kirkland Signature.
So I think now we need to flip this. Yeah.
Oh, it is a thick boy.
Yeah, it's a thick boy.
I'm gonna panini press him.
Yeah, we need to panini press him.
Even though you want to be sparing with your shrimp, you should be generous with your scallions, because otherwise they get too impudent. And you can't have impudent window scallions.
There's really been going on about how the scallions get too big. But when she takes an onion that's sprouted and just sticks it in a pot, she gets very happy and like, calls it proud and like doing great and
Regal,
a good
magnificent.
boy.
Are you buying a bunch of round mise en place containers next?
You could show off our fancy new maple leaf plates.
Oh, yes. Yes. Industrial grade cooking stream. James declares good boy. Okay. I think I've panini pressed the pancake into place. I'll give him some more panini presses in a bit. But it's time for our next sponsor on the cooking stream. Ever felt like your plates are too nice and stack nicely? Want to be obnoxious with your place settings? Well, now you can with Pottery Barn's Autumn Leaf Collection. You can see it says Pottery Barn on the back. But it's a great way to have plates that don't stack together and are obnoxious to fit. Also, it's hard to scrape things off because it's not flat, but it's like slightly puckered like this. So, an excellent addition to your kitchen. I can panini press some more. Yep.
So this is I think, getting a little cooked, so I'm going to try to cut the heat a little more. So I think another thing to point out about these plates, which Lily can demonstrate after the panini presses, is a great tie-in to the stream earlier.
Well, I can't demonstrate that. You guys have already seen the picture of them. Yeah, so.
Okay.
It also has a part that sticks out that will 100% break first. It's actually pretty sturdy. I'll give it. That's one thing. Is this plate feels very sturdy. Anyways, we got these off of the sidewalk. Does that even qualify as a pancake anymore? Am I being pancake gatekeeping? Thonk. I don't know. I think that all that defines a pancake is that it's a cake that you bake in a pan, right? So. That one looks better. Oh. Thonk was the sound it made when James flipped it over. Speaking of pancakes, you should make the other Swedish pancake. Not the really super thin one. Uns pankaka. With apple and bacon. And cottage cheese and lingonberries. Oh, this one looks pretty good. It's you cook bacon first, and then you add apple slices, and then bacon. Or a pancake.
Oh, no. I'm getting butter and sesame seeds all over this place.
Okay, I think this is done. At least there's
There's going to be another one, so...
Well, do you want the oil to just be hot?
There you go.
Turn it off.
Yeah, sure. Just use the...
Yeah, I got a little burnt at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the viewers can see. This is what the first pancake looks like. A little burnt. Hopefully it's okay. Any comments about how this pancake's going?
I mean, it's using up the leftover butter, so I think I got it too fatty, or like too much butter and oil, so it's having some integrity issues. I'm trying to roll this one thinner so we can avoid some of the pitfalls of the previous pancake.
What do you think this would be good with?
You like ponzu sauce, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, are we just gonna eat pancake?
I don't know.
Eat
You
rice?
agreed to do a cooking stream.
Yeah.
I mean, I might just have some scrambled eggs and rice.
Yeah.
To go with that or something.
We have 4 dumplings. I'll probably just have some rice.
Yeah.
I should do this. Oh, I should find the tongue then.
Okay, so the second one is much.
Oh, we also have a seafood pancake from Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could just make this too, if you want. It's not on.
Yes, I know. We did that intentionally, right? Because the oil was too hot. Or at least, yeah.
No, I think you should turn it on.
I'm going to heat it up now. But yes, Okay.
So, of course, the best way to do it is to just, fucking buy some frozen seafood pancakes instead of doing all this. But we're doing this because two scallion pancakes is not enough for dinner. So, we'll just have a pancake day. Also, we need to pan fry these anyways. And then as a preview, this is for dessert. Do not defrost. Put into boiling water. Cook until they float on the surface. Then it's ready to serve. Should only take 1 to 2 minutes. Yeah?
So we could do the kettle trick if you want to put the water faster.
Yeah. You could also oven fry this, but I don't know why you would do that. Cook for 3 minutes each or until the pancake is golden.
3 minutes each side.
3 minutes each side, yeah. Wait, do you want to try the first one?
Yeah. Sure.
Well, he's very thick. I'm not even sure he's cooked all the way through.
Well, the second one is looking much, much better so far.
It's tasty, but I'm not sure it's cooked all the way through.
Do we need to cook it more?
I think it's a bit of a lost cause. Flavor is good. It already looks a lot better.
Yeah, it's very, very flaky, but the inner layers.
When the pancakes are a little off, I like to eat them with ponzu sauce, which is like soy sauce but with a little more citrus in it. Yeah.
Does it make them sparkle?
It makes them sparkle, dear. Too thick to cook through. Gotta squish better. This one is, or just make it better at the outset. So, actually, this is done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna move this. Wait, why did you do that?
There was too much glare on the pancake, so I think this is a better shot of it. But I know you're the professional here.
Well, I don't know about professional. It's just dark in the kitchen now. Mm. How do you do this with sourdough starters?
So you can replace some of the initial dough with sourdough starter, or what I do when I'm being lazy is just pop the sourdough starter into the pan and put scallions on and then flip it.
Mm.
We did a lot of this right when we were starting the starter.
Oh, that was great. I was like scallion pancakes for a week. There's some water.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, we're streaming.
You're streaming.
Yeah.
What are you streaming?
Surprise cooking stream.
Wow!
Our viewers are like, "Have you eaten dinner?" And we're like, "No." It's a cooking stream now.
Cool. Can I join a surprise microwaving pasta to eat it stream? That's where I'm at.
I mean, we also were probably gonna do that, but then
Mm-hmm.
here we are. We're also like gonna pan fry the frozen seafood pancakes that we had also.
Nice. There's this band that I found on Spotify, and it was called Serpents with Feet, and I was like, what a good meme. I can't not listen to a band called Serpents with Feet. But it's actually, like, super good.
Mm-hmm.
It's hitting that space of, like... I think I maybe was saying this to you a little bit before, but then I listened to more of their music and it continues to be true, that it's absolutely hitting that, like, biblical, but also extremely gay, but also a little bit hyperpop kind of space.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that they're living up to their name, TBH.
Right, I feel like it's just such a perfect name for that thing.
Okay,
I'm just glad that someone else thinks, like, the
so
Serpents with Feet
CZ have
is
just
fine.
redeemed cooking stream now.
Well, too bad. I'm gonna refund your pepperinos because we're already cooking.
So
I think
you
it-
want to watch me microwave some pasta?
This is a CZM just wants us to cook something better because the first one turned out so
Actually, yeah, no,
poorly.
I will give you the picture, the view of Minibel microwaving pasta.
Okay, that's great.
Alright, let me move
Like,
the
we're
camera.
getting fast and gotta put it in the microwave.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, you can, well, if you're trying the microwave, you can also show off the microgreens.
All right.
You can look off that our microwave is in the same room as the rest of our kitchen now.
Oh.
So it's very advanced.
All right.
Anyway, so here's how you microwave pasta, guys. Okay, so first you want to put the pasta inside the bowl.
What kind of bowl?
Well, these ones are a hand-painted artisanal bowl.
Can I use a microwave unsafe bowl?
In this house, yes.
Your microwave is straight in the container.
Put it in any bowl you want, man. And you want to put that bowl, gotta put that right inside the microwave. Oh, it's really clean in here today.
Chris cleaned the
Chris
kitchen.
cleaned the microwave.
Chris cleaned the kitchen because they knew we were doing a kitchen stream.
Okay, I'm gonna close the microwave door. And then you hit the microwave buttons. The cool trick about the I forgot the cool trick about the microwave buttons. What's the cool trick?
Well, I don't know what the trick you know.
Hold down start to make the time go up in increments of 30 seconds.
Okay, there's the trick. Yeah, that's the trick.
Oh!
There's also the trick where you type in 99 for a minute and 39 seconds.
Oh, that's a pretty good trick.
That's a trick I know. While you're waiting for the microwave, why not look at some microgreens?
Yes. This has all of the waves. This only has the green wave.
You want to talk about your microgreens?
They're arugula.
And this is the scallion, and it's no longer impudent because we cut it for the scallion pancake.
The little weird curve they're doing is because they were really straining towards the screen for the light, and so I turned the thing around, and so now they're really straining the other direction for the light. Also, some comments from viewers. Microwave pasta, hi Mahitowell.
Hey.
Some emojis I don't recognize.
It's just reminding me of that gif where it's point of view, you're a microwave pizza, I'm getting microwaved by Mads Mikkelsen. It's just the inside of our microwave just
And
rotates.
Mads Mikkelsen, like,
It's
checks on
like,
it.
go here, it's just Mads Mikkelsen, like, watching it, and, like, checking his watch. Like, that gif of him checking his watch.
That's pretty good.
But it's, like, rotating, so you only see him, like, half the time.
Someone once told his roommates cooked rice by microwaving it, says Just Beans. Cesium asked, how do we keep the pasta from drying out?
I wasn't aware that was a concern. Maybe this pasta will be dry out.
And if you're
I
buying,
think that the hot microwave trick is to put wet paper towel in there, I think.
Oh, I feel like that's usually the trick.
Yeah.
I never do it, though. My trick for everything that I'm trying not to get to dry out before I put it in the microwave is I just go to the sink and I just...
That's
a little
also
bit of water
a
in
good
there
trick,
before you put it
yeah.
in there. That's my trick. And if there's too much after you take it out of the microwave, you can take it to the sink and you strain it, and you try to strain it with your hand when you strain the boiling hot microwave water into the sink and then you drop your food in the sink because you burn yourself. That's my great strategy. Oh, let's see what happened. Wow.
Some steam.
There's some steam. It looks exactly the same, but it's hot now.
Wow, what an amazing dish. Truly a cooking stream. Wait, what's this? What's this?
My extra pasta, man. Don't show them the unprepared pasta. This is the prep area. It's not the cooking stream.
Wow, look at this marvelous cooked pasta.
Oh, you can't see my hands on here. Hold on.
I'll zoom out, yeah. Alright. Meanwhile.
pancake soup should be ready. It looks like I did not stir the baking soda into the dough well enough because I just got a big mouthful of baking soda.
Wait, you put baking soda in this?
Yeah.
Well, you just said flour and water.
Oh, right. We put the baking soda in to neutralize the sourdough starter's acidity. So we don't actually need baking soda in this.
Excuse me.
Alright. Do you want to pan fry more of the, wait by only microwaving the rice? Closed door, noted. Wait, okay, so are you doing the seafood pancakes now?
Yeah.
Okay, I will get the backup to...
Oh, I made the cheese grater, sorry.
Oh, I can...
stream in a long time. Forgot how fun this is.
Oh no, the last time we did this was when we did the tomato extravaganza in July.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, just like in general, because I've been like busy and not playing video games with you guys.
Okay.
Like, I haven't been in there or even streaming a lot. We should get back on that. I should stop being too busy.
Right. Cesium says a bunch of question marks. I think probably over the baking soda catastrophe.
Yeah.
Also means that I didn't mix the dough very well because it's all on the second one.
It's a hot kitchen tip. Make sure that you have frozen food so that when it goes bad, you can eat that instead.
What goes bad?
Your scallion pancakes.
Whole kitchen.
I think it's hot. It smells like burning.
This is a fiasco. Literature demands a refund. I am very entertained. Well worth 10k. I think Cesium is just projecting and Cesium is demanding a refund.
Well, sorry. Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, there's a lot of pancakes in this.
Nice.
You're watching the time? So 54, we should flip it. Oh, I guess it reseals, so we don't have to cook all the pancakes right now. Oh, that's pretty nice framing. Step 4, order pizza. Step 5, put pizza in microwave.
I refuse, actually. As much as, like, I will eat lean microwave food of any other variety, I feel like pizza, once it's cold, you just gotta eat cold pizza. Like, you're locked into the cold pizza experience, and I'm sorry, but that's what you gotta do.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
This is our water rate for hydration.
Yeah.
Cold pizza, just superior to microwave pizza.
Really?
Microwaving it does make it worse.
I usually do the, like, cup of water trick. If you microwave a cup of water in there, with the pizza, it's pretty good.
I feel like it's the cheese that's the problem. Like, you can't, like, reheat cheese that was melted.
Oh, I need to update the recipe list for microwave pasta.
Thanks. You did put in there that you gotta watch it the whole time that it goes around.
Well, I contend that this is better. I like this chunk. Not as basic.
That's really good. Yeah, the second one's much better.
You probably discussed Mads Mikkelsen while watching the Svinny pasta.
Oh yeah, that's in the recipe. That's in the recipe already.
Oh my god.
Step 6: wait and watch it the entire time. Only exceptions are discussing Mads Mikkelsen watching microwaves and admiring microgreens.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really nailed the microwave pasta.
I think that's one of our house specialties, actually.
I'm glad you're here because if it was just me, I would have just made eggs in purgatory again. I'm actually gonna put the other seafood pancakes away because I think I'm getting kind of full.
Okay, so just one will split.
Yeah, if that's okay with you.
Totally. We're off stream. I make some scrambled eggs, or even I guess on stream I can make some eggs. Because I like to want some eggs also. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta keep the people guessing.
Well, we have to write up all the recipes that we make.
I guess I have to take nominations from chat for what to use as the spices.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. We have many Indian and Mediterranean spices and Chinese spices, especially from Sichuan. So keep them. Polls are now open. What spices should we use? Or I guess I could actually set up a poll. 1 second.
We take them and let them look at our spice cabinet.
How do I start a poll? Manage poll. Create a new poll. What spices for the egg? So, what do we have? We have white bread.
White bread? It's a spice?
Like boring ass spices. What are the options?
What spices are white bread in your opinion?
Black pepper and salt. I think that's the.
Okay, I'll specify that. Black pepper plus salt, Mediterranean.
What is Mediterranean? Is this olive oil and harissa and I think that's it.
Cumin. Oh, I can't. Oh, I have limited amounts.
Oh, okay.
Harissa, cumin.
I feel like you shouldn't be doing them in pallets like this. You should just be putting them and let them mix and match.
Oh no, you can't. You can't do. I can only allow additional votes if people pay money.
Oh, it's stupid.
Oh, actually, I can just say 1 pepperino per vote. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, so we're just listing a bunch of fucking.
Here, I'll go through the spice cabinet and see what.
Olive oil is not a spice.
Wait, they only let me have 5 options?
That's dumb.
That's dumb.
Okay, so if you're trying to be maximally chaotic, like eat black pepper and salt.
I think you should just let people say stuff.
Yeah, just let chat suggest spices. And like maybe include Adjoin, Sichuan peppercorn, and garam masala.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to have.
What's sumac in the eggs?
So that's why I wanted to have like categories.
I mean, depending on how chaotic you're gonna be.
I don't know. If we're trying to get them to be chaotic, right? Like that's the most chaotic spice in that cabinet, right?
What is the other? Lagama. Oh.
I don't think we can do it.
Dill. We got a lot of dill.
Dill.
And then Adjoin.
I don't know.
AJWAN.
AJWAN.
Sorry, I have a concept.
What's the other one?
And garam masala. That's sort of what I normally do with eggs, or like a common thing I do with eggs. So.
Okay. We'll let this be open.
One that doesn't have a lid.
Okay, I think I have a poll going.
Chat would never choose chaos.
Okay, I don't know how this works, but we'll find out. This is the first time I go to poll.
Also, Also, if you got me a number, I'll just count that many spices into the spice cabinet. Just pick out that one.
See, this would have been a reasonable thing back when the spice cabinet was organized, but it's become disorganized.
Yeah. When was it organized?
Organized it a couple months ago.
Unanimously versus chopped peppercorn.
Are people spinning peperinos to just up their votes for this?
I think so. The people have spoken. Oh, they're really going for allowing multiple votes was the best
Is this
thing
I need
ever.
to vote one peppercorn for every yes vote?
Oh my god.
Please do not do that. You will not feel your face.
The democracy wasn't a mistake.
We need 10. We have to. Alright.
It's a good way to get people to spend more votes, though.
So you can spend the peperinos on this so they don't make us do cooking streams again?
Yeah.
I mean, we should charge them like more than one
One
pepperino.
pepperino.
One vote, one pepperino.
One pepperino, one vote. What does it cost to get a pepperino?
I think when you just join a stream, you get like 400. So things that cost like one pepperino is like hydrate, because I want my viewers to tell me to
Okay,
hydrate.
gotcha. I didn't realize that even cost any peperinos. I thought they were just screaming it.
Don't let them know you can just type hydrate in chat.
Don't let them know. I don't have any.
Some of us are a Pisces.
Wow, they really just keep going.
Wait, you're a Pisces. I can't say that.
I don't know what any of this means.
What means?
The oh, you're a Pisces. I can't say that.
Just you gotta stay hydrated if you're a Pisces.
Oh, I see.
Right, so do we now need to do a poll for which oil to use?
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Between
Top
EU,
12
veg oil,
zodiac
ghee,
signs that need to
butter.
stay hydrated.
Okay. I'm ending the poll. Congratulations. Sichuan peppercorn won.
You think I'll see we get any votes?
No.
How many votes
Unanimously.
did we get?
191 votes.
Nice.
I have 27.7k pepperinos. I feel like accumulating 10k pepperinos is significantly easier than cooking a meal. Maybe I should up that. Okay, new poll. New poll. What's this?
What oil?
What oil? Or the eggs. So what's the options?
EU,
Butter, evu,
ghee.
ghee.
The canola oil in the spray bottle has been leaking in our kitchen for the past year and a half.
No, that's pale. It's not an option.
Okay, I think these are the options. I'm not confident on any oil or it's still being good.
Okay.
See, okay, so I guess now we need to put this recipe in there of let chat cook the eggs for you. How long should I cook the eggs?
Oh my god, no.
Do not do how long to cook the eggs. I don't want to fire.
You just named this Twitch Plays Eggs.
That's a good one. I'm gonna rename this to surprise cooking stream. What's it? 1. What spice? Poll chat. What spice mix to use? Poll chat. What oil/fat to use? Make eggs according to chat.
Can you edit 0.7 of microwave pasta to say, don't worry, if it looks the same, it will be hot? Thank you.
How are the votes going?
How are the votes going? Everybody wants ghee, except for one person who wants evu. Oh, one person wants vegetable oil.
I only want it if you call it Evu. I think that's a really cute name for it.
Wait, what other name should it be?
I don't know, I just like when you pronounce it. That's Evu. It's like a Pokemon
It is a
name.
Pokemon name.
What's the...
There was like pretentious restaurant kids who named that, right? That
Yeah.
was less
Yeah.
cute.
Did we open? No, we didn't open the key yet.
Except for my mom did like walk by that restaurant one time and was like, wow, that's a cool name. And then she was like, I'm gonna name Pancakes, one of my novels, that. So
Okay, 69 for ghee, and then 1 for everything else.
Okay. So this is going to do 69 hertz key.
Oh, Evo got another vote. Wow. There's still, there's like 3 minutes left. Can Evo pull ahead from the commanding lead that ghee has?
Neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Alright. Wooly, would you like any eggs? Or because this is a short pepper card, you drop it anywhere near the egg?
I'll have a little bit of eggs. Oh, Evo is gaining.
And normal vegetable oil.
And normal vegetable oil. Wow.
Are they trying to get to 4 and 20? It looks like no. Damn. Well, I will.
Just getting up there.
It might not be ghee, James.
I will prepare the eggs.
Give them a purpose.
How many eggs are you doing?
I'm gonna do 3 because you said you wanted a little bit.
Oh, sure. And like not that much, but.
I wanted 2 plus. Did you try this? The Ziyu pancake, by the way, it's really good.
Yeah. Oh, more than half the time is gone, chat. You gotta work for it.
Alright, so I think they're trying to go for 42, 42, 42.
If they tie, you gotta use multiple.
Yo, this seafood pancake's really good. I think after you said that, it is now stabilized to 42, 42.
That was a really aggressive egg cracking.
The purpose of the egg is to feel pain. And
Jesus!
it is.
We are a chick. The world is our egg. If we do not crack the eggshell, we will die without being born.
Do you think Evo is the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
No, but it's cute.
Okay.
So in the book my mom wrote, it kind of is, because he's basically Jesus in that book, so like, yeah. My mom just writes a lot of Jesus fanfic, to be honest.
Alright. Our next promotion is ghee. 100% pure cow. Best quality.
Wow.
James says that's what brand Deep is good. Or at least that's what r/Indian food says.
I think especially for frozen Indian food, they're the best brand of that.
I see.
What I've heard.
Is that the ones we've been getting?
No, we've been getting r/Indian food's second favorite brand.
Nice.
Ghee is clarified unsalted butter.
It's the only thing I have in my fridge.
It may contain milk, maybe because it's 100% pure cow.
Yeah, cows contain milk, so.
That's true.
Now tell me about ghee.
Deep cow.
Okay. And so the next step in making the eggs is very important. People disagree on how to do this, but you want to add a little bit of liquid to the eggs. If you like creamy ness, you add milk. A lot of people swear by water being better than milk, but I like the creaminess and the milk flavor. And because this is going to be a big spice extravaganza, maybe we should put some milk on to counteract the spice, because that's definitely how this
It
works.
won't work. I just want to know how much, like, I hear the word ghee and automatically my mind is like, you've clarified them. It's the only thing I have in my fridge.
Oh. Wait, so add a little milk?
Yeah. And a little salt. Learned this tip recently. I think for me, it's like a cooking or whatever.
Yeah,
Wait, I do that.
So.
Wait, when did you add your...
I don't know, add salt at the end.
What? No.
Yeah, that's wrong. You gotta add salt at every step of the cooking process, and you're doing it incorrectly.
You might make eggs.
This is very John Barleycorn energy. like the improvisation of the cracking and the beating.
What did you say about the eggs?
There was a man came out of the West Coast, his fortune for to try. And this man James made a solemn vow that eggs just needed a fucking die.
This sequel pancake is so good. It's so much better than the pancakes that we made.
Sorry for like. I just have committed to the bit. I couldn't stop.
No, that was great. That was totally great. James, when are you adding the spices? After you beat them?
So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna add ground Sichuan peppercorn as a finishing spice, and then cook the Sichuan peppercorns in the ghee for a little bit before I add the eggs.
Oh, okay.
You want to extract the flavor or something.
Cook the oil with the spice to extract the flavor. Cook the eggs.
How many are you gonna put in there?
How many peppercorns?
Yeah.
I'm apparently bad at letting chat decide that. So.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that chat said that you should do, like 200, so. Oh, okay. So you'll note that, thanks to my lovely parents, we have two kinds of Sichuan peppercorns. One is whole, which you're probably more familiar with, and then we also have this one, which is ground peppercorn. And if you're not familiar with Sichuan peppercorn, unlike like cayenne or other hot spicy peppers, these peppers just numb your face, and so then you won't be able to feel your tongue if you eat too many of these. This is the mala in the mapo tofu. The ma is that kind of mala is that kind of spice. So
Right, Miara and Cesium have some comments.
the Mrs. Doubtfire's secret to cooking: buy quality cooked food from somewhere else. For example, from the brother, can you spare some microwave pop?
You guys just put the other one away in the fridge. Mrs. Lonely Hearts pasta. For
Doesn't
one.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of spicy food if you can't taste the spice? It's not really a can't taste, right?
It's not a can't taste. It's like you can taste it. It's super fragrant and flavorful, but it's like it's numbing. Like okay, so how this works is that like you eat a little bit and you're like, wow, this is so delicious, but then you're like, wow, this really kind of hurts.
Yeah. I feel like it like changes how everything else tastes. Like, it's not like you can't taste anything, it's just like they taste fundamentally different.
Also, the mouthfeel of carbonated drinks or beer is really strange when you've been eating a lot of
Oh, I agree.
peppercorn, yeah.
I had a little bit of that experience.
The numbing is the purpose, yes, because unlike eggs, our purpose is to try not to feel pain.
Yikes.
But yeah, it's a very different kind of spice, which is why I think that you usually call it like hot spice versus numbing spice. Oh, you're just fucking going.
I couldn't even feel it last time, so I'm adding more.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn on the fan and not pepper spray ourselves with spice oils too badly.
I forgot how chaotic cooking streams are.
This is the goal,
This is the goal.
to give the viewers what they want, chaos.
Do you know that the Progresso beans say get creative on the side of them? Because I just noticed that.
How would you get creative with garbanzos?
You has a garbanzo, so you can't know.
Garbanzos are not a creative team.
Yeah.
I mean, the most famous historical person with the name Garbanzo is very creative, though.
Who's that?
Cicero?
Really?
It's Latin for
Is that-
Garbanzo bean, yeah.
What?
Either because of like something about his family's farming, or because he had a garbanzo bean shaped award, depending on who you ask.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's so cute.
I can imagine a garbanzo being shaped award.
Yeah, I'm imagining it. I'm imagining it right now.
One thing you might note in your kitchen is that if you have lots of grains, you might have a lot of fucking pantry moths around. If you need to get rid of them, you can use Dr. Killington's kill again pantry moth traps. Killing them softly. Kill.
Also, the title of the classic Janice Kilborn documentary on representations of women in advertising, but it'll also kill moths.
Because you know that these spices have really released their fragrance, and the red
I like
pepper
that we got
flakes
like
put in.
sponsored products
Cooked
now.
up.
I feel like that's really making us feel like the cooking show.
Oh yeah, if it's white around the edges, that means you got the pan hot enough, and that's good.
Mhm.
Oh.
I know my scrambling technique is strange, but especially with these big spices, I'm trying to get them distributed evenly quickly.
Oh, we're putting in plugs for kitchen items. So I'm putting a plug for this spatula that James is using right now, which is cool because I don't even know who made it or what brand it is. But everyone should get this spatula, which is like a hybrid of a rubber spatula and a spoon. You'll only ever need one kitchen implement for the rest of your life. It fucking rocks.
And even when it loses a corner, it's still pretty usable.
Definitely.
The company's name is GI Gamma, so I guess it's gig, but I don't know.
Ooh, I can smell that. Numbing spice. Smells pretty good. Oh. So why did you cut the heat then, James?
Where did I get the heat? Oh, I like my eggs a little runny, and I'm gonna use residual heat in the pan and stuff to finish.
I mean, it's not just runniness, but that's you should never like cook your eggs until they're done. You should like cut the heat a little bit and then let it finish cooking.
You can like bunch them up to help with that if you want. I think also overcooked eggs taste much worse than undercooked eggs. You get this like hydrogen sulfide flavor or whatever.
Meower says that is your spatula a 5G spatula?
Did you break the lid?
Did I break the lid?
Doesn't sound like, doesn't look like it. This is a 5G spatula. Is there a company that makes 5G enabled spatulas?
IoT, man, IoT. It's the future.
US East 1 is down. Guess I can't cook breakfast. Guess I'll just order. Oh wait, I can't order either because US East 1 is down.
What's the concept of a finishing spice, James?
So some spices you want to cook them in the oil to leach their flavors out into the oil and release their aromas and stuff. Some spices.
Whereas other spices you want to send to a boarding school in order to learn manners. Oh, sorry, what are you actually saying? I was interested.
And I think for some spices you don't want to cook them, and so you just add them at the end. I think for a lot of things you like garnish with green herbs because you don't want to cook those in like wilt them.
Yeah.
I think like also garam masala, so like cinnamon type and coriander and some of those things I think get used more as a
what?
finishing thing. Yeah.
Are you not supposed to put...
I've seen
Wow.
recipes that call for it both ways.
But the garam masala that we have is specifically used as a finishing spice.
Oh, I see.
I think if you're being boring like the way I used to cook, I think I would think of black pepper as usually a finishing spice and not something you cook into things. If you're doing whole peppercorns, you would cook it in, but cracking a little bit over.
All right, can we sit down?
Yeah. All right, I need to finish. I think also there's a service area thing. Like usually whole spices you cook earlier with the thing, and ground spices
That's a lot.
go at the end.
Right.
So I'm gonna give a close-up
that's-
shot of the eggs.
Alright.
Cooked in the pan, overcooked by plate time. Pain time? I can really smell that. Alright, let's get our mise en scène.
Got the whole family here.
The plant.
That's what I was trying to do, by the way, the other day when I was setting them up at the table and then they got messed up. I was trying to sit them so they were all sitting at the table, but the pseudo-widow was like in the way. And like the one of them was saying, the one of them had the exclamation pointed out would be me saying, "Can we move the pseudo-widow to eat like a real family?"
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Too bad it can never be.
Oh look, the plant's in the way again.
What, do you have an advertisement for this plant?
It's nice.
I like it.
I like it. Oh, right, I remember where we decided the good place was for...
On this painting? Do you have advertisement for this painting?
I don't know why you think everything needs to be advertised in this house.
James, I think we can make a future for you in Hollywood yet.
Chops the car.
Chops the car! That's showbiz, kid.
Or I guess lack of pain time. Jungle stream. Chat, we're flying across the room. Alright.
Nice numbing. I think last time I definitely didn't add enough peppercorn because I didn't really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you're hiding a book inside the other book. It's
This is your comic book computer. Is that your work computer?
This is how I feel about the Chromebook, TBH. Just like...
Yeah.
Well, it's because now I have a static stream. I don't have to worry about how it looks.
Okay. So we are done cooking.
Yeah, maybe we won't do the tongue in. It's pretty filling.
You're just eating a giant thing of flour, right?
This one's got
Okay,
seafood in it.
Yeah, and I think, yeah.
Wait, we cooked so many dishes today. We had a request for 2 cooking streams. And we gave you guys 3 whole recipes. That's pretty great.
If I do say so myself. It's pretty great.
Mm. Meower says this is a 3-course meal.
It was eaten by 3 different people.
Starch, and I guess a little protein.
That's what the eggs are for.
Yeah.
And protein. I'm not just gonna make a protein powder shake on stream.
Wait, dude, why didn't you do that?
Next time.
Next time?
How is the 69 vote spices?
They're good.
So you really like the mala kind of flavor. Oh, I just realized I do have a button that I could just press to give everyone an ad.
But it wouldn't be us giving
It
the
wouldn't,
ad.
it's
then.
true, that's not us giving the ad.
We ceding complete control of our channel.
Doesn't Bezos get like a fifth of a thousandth of a cent for each ad we show or something?
Oh, really?
Like, presumably Amazon is selling these ads to somebody. We get
I get 1,000th of a cent.
per ad.
Per ad.
Presumably Amazon gets much more. money.
Literally 1,000th of a cent. Per ad per viewer or per ad?
Per ad per viewer.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure, like, literally, but definitely, like, order of magnitude. That's about right.
Okay. Yeah, that's small. A company's probably paying, like, on the order of, like, a couple cents per ad per viewer, at least.
Really?
So,
Oh, damn. Okay.
yeah. For, like, expensive targeted ads, it can be, like, almost like $1, like, per ad per viewer. So, like, you're getting ripped off. I don't know what Twitch ads cost, but...
I mean, since they're a big media player at this point, they probably are, like,
Yeah.
going for the... And it also sucks because, I can't turn off pre-roll ads, so people have to wait through, like, a 30-second ad before they can even start seeing my stream.
Dumb.
And then, I don't know if this is still the latest controversy, but one that I saw was that, that if you didn't do, like, ads in the middle, Amazon would just randomly, like, mute and, like, small screen your stream and then, like, play an ad.
Yo, that's evil.
It's pretty evil, yeah. Cost per million. Yeah, I forgot what mine is, cost per million.
So do different streamers get different rates for their ad impressions they deliver because they have better differentiated user bases that Amazon can target to better?
No, so there's like 3 tiers of Twitch streamers. One is like just your regular Twitch streamer, and then one's affiliate, which is that like I'm an affiliate. You have to get another certain number of subscribers, you have to stream a certain number of hours, and like have a certain number of people chatting. Basically, like some pretty easy to hit metrics to show like people actually watch your stream. I would not have gotten it unless I had Jeopardy like give me a ton of subscribers. And then the last one is partner, and partner is like very hard to get.
Yeah. My guess is probably if it's paying them more, it's not actually like because their ads are like more useful to Amazon per se, but because they have more marketing power with Amazon to ask for more money, and Amazon still wants to be able to reach their viewers. They're also probably more likely to have viewers who view them and maybe nothing else on Twitch. So,
Wait, sorry.
like I think like if you're like a really big streamer, it might be that there's more viewers who like view your stream but don't view any other Twitch streams. Like, because if you're gonna view one Twitch stream, like you like.
Oh no, there's multi Twitch apps to let people like watch multiple streams at once.
Yeah. Oh no, but I just mean like in terms of just like in general, like my guess is that sort of like small streamers probably have viewers who have more more overlap with watching other Twitch streams. So I was trying to understand like if like the thing that James said about like there might be people who it's more valuable for them to reach.
Oh, I see.
Or who they have trouble showing ads to in another context. And it might be that if there's big streamers, that like if there are viewers who only watch that one streamer, like they're not on Twitch as a platform, they're just like on Twitch for that personality, you know? Like
yeah, so there's actually this pretty confusing metric where they called like referred, where like they'll be like, oh, like such and such channel referred you to something else, but it's actually not like a specific referral program. It's people who are watching this streamer
Yeah.
then like turn to your thing. So it's actually like there's people who like get really hyped because they're like, oh, someone really popular like referred a bunch of people to it.
Gotcha.
But it's not actually that.
So it's like it's just like they're just watching, like you watch this stream and then you watch this other stream.
Yeah. So the fact that that's even a metric that they present to us means that like they're tracking that.
Yeah. On itch.io they actually tell you this of like when you make sales, they tell you like what URL like the person who bought the thing was at before they were at the page for your game, and I'm always like, wow, like you're really spying on people. But it is also like kind of interesting, like, and a lot of the time it's places like that I didn't realize that links to my games were posted, so like it's kind of fun like for actually keeping track of like, wow, like someone put this on Reddit or like someone like posted this on their Tumblr, you know, like or it's always a fun mystery if you're like, is there any link there, or where they just add that URL and just like had this game like bookmarked or something and just like look at this page, you know. But yeah, they're definitely keeping track of that stuff. I think it's interesting they're transparent about it though. Because I feel like that's like where it's all at in big data advertising now. Like that being able to match like just people and demographics and the products they buy, like that's like old school advertising. Like we're done with it, not hip. Like being able to correlate products they buy and other products they buy, like big data, cool, shiny. We love that. We'll give you $1 billion if you do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the obvious one of, like, Netflix creating, like, super hyper-specific genres and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just from seeing, like, correlational data.
Yeah. And, like, this is, like, very much sort of, like, Spotify's kind of approach also, when, like, a lot of how sort of, like, Spotify is changing, like, how music is marketed.
Oh, it's, like, Discover Weeklies and stuff.
Yeah, and that Spotify is, like, interested in trying to sort music in all of these ways that kind of, like, previously, like, kind of, like, prior to streaming music was pretty much kind of purely marketed based on genre, and that was kind of, like, the one major classification you had. But Spotify is sort of interested in this idea that you could sort of market music by, like, cross-classifying them, right? That you could say, like, these are music for moods. That's one they're really big on, like, is the idea that we could, like, market, like, individual songs based on, like, what emotional states we think people are in when they, like, listen to these.
That's interesting, because, like, Songzo is doing that, but then Google bought them, and now Google's closed down Google Music, so now Songzo's just gone.
Oh, yeah?
I'm really sad about that.
Damn. No, this is actually, like, Spotify when like, their like, back-end advertising pitches is they're really all, like, we know things about people's emotional states, because that's music they listen to.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's common for a streamer going through a partner affiliate that after a big raid asks the new viewers to remove the referral from their URL so the view counts more.
Huh. Interesting. Speaking about genres, so yesterday I remembered that Lemonade exists, like the Beyonce album.
Yeah.
And so I was reading up about it, and now it's been like enough years that like the legacy section has like been very filled out. One thing that so Beyonce on that album did a collaboration with the Chicks, right?
Yeah.
So it's this very like country infused thing.
Right.
And like some music critic was trying to claim that this was like the reason why there was so much like black cowboy tropes coming out. And I'm just sitting there thinking of like, I'm pretty sure it's just because Lil Nas is trolling.
Pretty sure it's because there were black cowboys.
But it's I mean, like, reclaiming the black cowboy aesthetic.
No, I'm just like...
Yeah, I know.
I just feel like you didn't need to invent the intersection of black and cowboys. Like...
Yeah.
There's cowboys who are black, like...
Yeah. Once you're a big partner with huge subscription counts, it's then possible to get better than 50-50 split on sub money. I know a Twitch employee currently going for partner, and she hasn't asked anyone to do that, but that could be the case for many reasons. Yeah. Oh yeah, they take like half of the money. Like they really like exploit the platform.
Yeah.
I think that's also why a lot of Twitch streamers, like, especially when they get big, have like separate donation links and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do they like let you do that, or do they try to take it down if you do that?
I don't know too much about politics, Twitch politics. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think they try to lock you into their thing by having like stuff that's only redeemable through bits.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Or like emojis that are only on their platform. You know.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about this from like the donation link thing kind of reminded me that like this is also sort of like with like fan fiction, also with video game modding, right? Like sort of one of those kind of like gray areas, you know, it's sort of like, it's technically actually illegal to, like, make copyright infringing works even if you don't charge any money for them, but in general, like, nobody sues anybody for releasing, like, copyrighted content for free, except for if they, like, want to be, like, real dicks about it.
Wait, hurry, what is real dicks about it? Oh, wait, like, do you mean the people suing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
But, like, it is pretty common that when people, like, make copyright infringing works and they try to charge money for them, they, like, you know, like, get, like, the NCAA strikes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's, like, a big question, and so there's, like, kind of, like, norms in, like, the video game modding community and, like, in a lot of, like, fanfic communities, you know, that, like, you don't, like, charge money for stuff because that, like, puts the entire enterprise in danger of, like, attracting the ire of the IP holders. But there's often kind of, like, an open question about, like, whether or not you can have donation links. There's, like, always, like, a big controversy going on in AO3 these days, ever since Patreon got invented, about, like, whether or not it's okay to put a Patreon link, like, in your fics. Like, if your Patreon says, like, you're not paying for the fic, you're just paying me to continue to exist and make the fics, and a lot of people are like, yeah, that's fine, like, you know, like, that, this seems like a good workaround for people to be able to get paid, and there's a ton of people who are like, if you put that in AO3, like, you're gonna get us sued, like, you're, like, gonna, like, this organization right now, like, works with this, like, incredibly tenuous piece with, like, companies that could be suing us and probably winning those lawsuits, and, like, don't fuck it up. And, like, with video game modding, actually, there's, like, a lot of, in, like, the early 2000s, there was, like, a lot of modding communities where even when people put up, like, donation links and stuff for them, like, they would get stuff taken down. So, that was just my thought.
Shoot, I was gonna say something. I can't remember. I'll come back.
About the donations thing?
Yeah. Oh, it was about, like, folk theories of copyright again.
Yeah. Always is.
Oh, that's what it is. Fucking cross-stitch communities, bunch of cops.
Yeah.
Like, people, like, actually report, like, shops for, like, you know, using, like, every now and then it gets a question of, like, oh, like, you know, I want to find the... There's a lot of art theft that happens for cross-stitch patterns of people being like, oh, I want to support, like, the actual artists and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there'll be people being like, oh, yeah, like, those shops that have, like, Harry Potter or, like, video game stuff, like, are violating a copyright, and sometimes I go and report them. I'm like, Jesus, like...
Why?
Like, I don't no, and then like same thing for the
What does get you?
same thing for the Etsy subreddit where someone was like, "Hey, I do these like melted crayon art of like, you know, the Hunger Games symbol and stuff like that. But I got all these like IP strikes from like Lionsgate and stuff like that." And they like were not sympathetic to her at all. They were just like, yeah. And yeah, I guess I was kind of curious about that. Like, do you have any insight about why these communities seem to be a bunch of like...
I don't know. My only insight is I've been grading student papers all day. My students are a bunch of fucking bootlickers about copyright. It's ridiculous. They're totally like...
Like, I think I understand when it's like, you know, so at this point I've been in the cross-stitch subreddit long enough to know like who the big artists are, and that it's like, oh, like,
yeah,
you know, everybody knows it's just like one person, and if you like try to sell like your stuff that's clearly from like this one person, like I understand that a little bit more. I don't understand this like trying to like defend Disney's copyright.
Or like I feel like it's one thing to be like, oh, like, well, I think copyright law is important to protect indie artists, because I understand that people think that because they're just like misinformed about how copyright law works.
I see.
But like I don't understand why anyone would be like, I personally am Disney's personal anti-piracy army. Like,
yeah, like they're like, I report this to Etsy when I see it, and I'm like, why?
I feel like some people just like have a thing about people like, okay, so like one time I like went to like Six Flags with like some random people I didn't know, and then we were like waiting in line, some teenagers like cut us in line, and these like actual fucking adults who I was hanging out with, like people who were like 26 or something, were like, I'm gonna report those teenagers to the Six Flags cops for cutting in line. I was just like, never have I, like, seen someone breaking a minor law, like, even in a way that, if, like, it affected me negatively. I was really like, damn teenagers, could you please not? But, like, I just, like, I'm not filled with this spirit where I think, like, y'all are disobeying the law, and it's, like, my job to, like... But they really were, like, I, like, talked to them about it, because I was like, guys, this is, like, a little extreme, like, seriously? And they were like, our society is going to collapse into total anarchy if we just, like, let this sort of thing happen.
So then just call them out. Like, just... This is the thing.
Well, we did, but they didn't listen. So that's the point where I sort of say, like, well, we live in a society and can't control other people's behavior.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck them. Like, don't call the guy.
Yeah, I was, like, actually ridiculous. I was like, I just thought I would be older the first time that, like, one of my friends yelled at teenagers in public for doing typical teenager things, and no, like... I was the ripe old age of 22 and hanging out with SpaceXers at Six Flags.
Well, there's your problem. Winstro's cracking up about the concept of Six Flags cops.
They left an angry review about the Six Flags, too. They were like, Six Flags Magic Mountain does not enforce their anti-cutting in line policy. It is a state of complete anarchy. Like,
wait, are they like, went to Yelp and they're like...
Yeah. Well, they went to the Six Flags cops. They were like, some teenagers caught us. Wait, it was awesome. Okay, so
oh
they went to
my
the Six
God.
Flags cops. And they were like, some teenagers caught us in line. The Six Flags cops were like, clearly didn't want to deal with this situation. They were like, hey, can you point out the teenagers to us, please? And then, so they, like, went out, got enough line to go to the cops. And then they, like, okay, so the teenagers... Actually, sorry, to back up. Okay, so we were in line, we were waiting, and some teenagers came, and the teenagers were like, hey, can we cut you, or we need to meet our friend who's up ahead? But it was, like, really clear they didn't have a friend who was up ahead. They were just, like, and I was like, or someone in my group, because I didn't even, like, care enough to be confrontational about this, but someone in the group was like, I don't think you guys have a friend ahead. Like, and besides, it says the rules, like, if you got out of line, too bad, like, go to the back of the line.
Oh, I see.
And they were like, oh, like, no, they just got out of the line for a second, like, and then, like, we just gotta go meet them, and, like, it was clear they were, like, lying about it, but okay. So, these guys got in a fight with the teenagers, which I was, like, already, like, too embarrassed to be associated with them in public, to even be, like, involved in this situation, but so the teenagers eventually were just like, fuck you, Gramps, like,
Why did they actually say that?
No, they didn't, but it was, like, really the energy they were giving
Oh,
off.
that's great.
So then, the people I was with was like, we gotta go to the Six Flags cops. They got out of line, and they went to go find the Six Flags cops, and they were like, so teenagers cut us, and the Six Flags cops were like, they don't pay us enough to actually enforce this policy against teenagers, like, whatever. But they were like, we have to look like we're caring for the park goers. So they were like, hey, can you point out to us the teenagers who cut you in line, sir? And then the people, like, were like, we'll show you. And they walked up in line, like, up to, like, the front of the line where, like, the teenagers were. And they were like, these were the teenagers. The teenagers were like, like, who are you? I've never seen you before. And then the Six Flags cops were like, do you have any proof they cut you in line? And they were all like, no. And the Six Flags cops were like, well, they say they didn't cut you in line, and like, we're not like here to go to fucking Six Flags court. Like, and they were and the guys I was with were like super mad. The teenagers were not getting their comeuppance for cutting in line. The Six Flags cops are really clearly just trying to like avoid there being like a confrontation because their job is just to like maintain the peace in Six Flags.
Right, it's like as if someone like punches someone, they gotta like be like, all right, like don't punch people, right?
Yeah. So I think we're just clearly trying to make the situation not devolve into like name calling and punching.
Right.
So they were like, "Well, I'm sorry, sir. Like, I guess we don't have any conclusive proof these teenagers touched so then,
hydrate.
But then I guess to like make the situation better, they were like the Six Flags cops were like, no, it'll make you feel better. Like, do you want to like go in line like in front of them? And the people I was with were like, no, that is antithetical to our principles. Like, we were against illegal line hopping, and they're asking me if I want to illegally line hop. And then he was like, I'll just go back to where I was waiting in line and join my friends. And all the teenagers were like, well, you go down a line. Shouldn't you go to the back of the line? Like, which was honestly pretty fire on the teenagers' part. I wasn't even there for that because I was not being associated with them, but I heard this when they came back, and I was like, damn, I'm so sad I didn't get to see you get owned by the teenagers and the Six Flags cops, because, like, this actually seems like it would have been really vindicating. So then we were waiting in line for like another hour and a half for this roller coaster, and they were just like fuming about it because they didn't have anything better to do. And they were like, I can't believe the Six Flags cops don't enforce their park's own policies. They're like, I'm gonna go to Yelp and tell everyone that it's like the Six Flags cops don't do anything. But then the other one was like, no man, if you go to Yelp and say it, then everyone will know they can cut in line at Six Flags. And they were like, you gotta like complain about it and give them like a negative review, but not tell people they can get away with cutting.
It's also some other teenagers' summer job to be a judge for line cutting cases. And then Meower also said, it's the same with about modding. It's the same with the Fire Emblem fan-made game scene. It's a fairly large community of free exchange where most people don't want to charge because everyone is building on modding copyrighted ROMs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stitch.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It is probably some other teenager's job.
Probably. I feel like the Six Flags cops, yeah, were definitely like more aligned with the teenagers. Like, they were just tired. They were just...
The amount of, like, self-righteousness.
But that's, like, really how it was. Like, I think that's how they justified it. Like, I had, like, a long conversation with them about this because I was, like...
The ethnographic reason.
Well, because and more like, actually, I was like, hey, guys, what the fuck? Like, could you not, like, I have to spend the rest of the day with you. Could you not behave like this?
Or your chaperone, or what?
No, but I was like, okay, so it's like, I was invited to hang out with, one of my friends was there, and he was like, hey, you want to come to Six Flags with me and a bunch of work friends?
Is it Nick?
It was Nick.
Okay.
And then, so I was like, I had to hang out with them, because I told Nick I would, like, hang out with
I see.
But, like, there were all these other people who, like, was not vibing with. This is also the guy who told me that Karl Marx didn't write much about communism. It's the same guy. It's also the same guy who yelled at me for saying telescope to mean a pirate spyglass when we were playing Codenames.
Wait, is it not?
I think if you look, it's not technically a telescope. A telescope is a highly technical piece of equipment, which, like...
Wait, is it not? It's telescoping.
I literally... I also think Karl Marx wrote it. It's stupid to call the Six Flags cops on teenagers for cutting you in line.
Meower, the downfall of society, line cutting at Six Flags, and that's why Disney owns the world now.
That's, like, how they work. For instance, I was like, why do you guys care about this so much? Like, why can't you just, like, let it go? And they were like, we're not just doing it for us. Like, we're doing it, like, to defend all the law-abiding people of Six Flags whose lives are ruined by teenagers. Like...
Since it's dessert time, I'm gonna have some of the custard, which is much prettier than anything that we made today.
Oh, my favorite, we had that.
Wait, I mean, have it with some ice cream thing.
But I think they were also, like, they were just, like, I think it freaked them out that there was a law that had no enforcement. Like...
You mean all laws that...
Yeah. But I think they, like, hadn't had to confront that.
That, like, laws don't mean anything unless,
Yeah.
like...
Or, like, maybe they had to confront it, but it, like, scared them. And, like, in this situation, they felt like they could do something to make it different because, like, it was just Six Flags and not, like, the fucking U.S. government, like, not making rich people pay their taxes or something, so it seemed, like, surmountable. I don't know, but I think they really were, like, it bothered them that they were following a law that they felt like they were following because it was the rules, and, like, I feel like this didn't bother me, because I was just like, I just don't cut in line at Six Flags because I don't want to be a dick. Like,
Yeah.
it's not because, like, Six Flags told me, but I think that they really felt like it was scary to them that they were constrained by something that other people were not constrained by, and they couldn't make other people be constrained by it.
I think about this one thing that I've seen recently that, like, if the only punishment for something is a fine, you're just saying that this is only a law for poor people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which seems, like, in line, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. What?
So much for pretty looking.
So much for pretty looking.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I think that maybe what I've learned from spending life in a humanistic frame is that it doesn't bother me when people cut me in line at Six Flags.
Truly, the main takeaway.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would bother me, but I don't think I would, like,
Yeah.
call the Six Flags cops.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This reminds me of, like, looking up club reviews in Boston, which, like, usually you when you look up club reviews, you're just kind of ignoring most of them, because most of them were like, oh my god, I was a complete jerk on the dance floor, and then they wouldn't let me in, blah, blah, blah. You know, like,
Yeah.
that's most of them. So, like, oh yes, the fourth course. Well, this is leftovers, so it's not... So usually, like, I usually only look at these of, like, how big is the dance floor? Like,
Yeah.
are there a lot of creepers around, right? Like,
Yeah.
all of the reviews for Boston are useless.
Yeah.
They're-
I remember you saying this.
But the one review in particular I want to remember is, like, blah, 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 I was a jerk on the dance floor, and then I got, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, and then the review ends with, I should have my father buy this place, and that'll show him. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's wild.
That was literally how the
I
review
feel like 70% chance goes he literally didn't have a father who could buy that place. He just wanted to write it in the Yelp reviews.
It's because someone cut him in line in the entry, and he couldn't say that because then everybody would know that he cut him in line.
I just thought it was so. I was trying so hard not to just lose it when they were like talking about this Yelp review situation. We're caught in this dilemma of their own making that like they couldn't expose the lawlessness without encouraging the law. Like I was just like, I love that you're having this problem with your worldview, and like I'm trying not to just be like completely rude to these people I don't know and whose mind I'm trying to change. So I probably just shouldn't start like laughing out loud at them, but I really was like. This is so fucking funny, y'all.
I agree with this custard in that, like, it would be fine if it was just custard and fine if it was just apples, but together they are confusing.
Yeah.
Also, the walnuts is an odd choice, I think.
Yeah. I'm anti it.
Maybe the dad buying the club review is somebody who had a bad experience with like some obnoxious British Harvard kid at this club, but didn't want to like say there was obnoxious British Harvard kids here because some people might think it's a positive, and so they have to like get around it by pretending to be that kid when they leave the bad review.
I just think a lot about, sometimes I like to go on Yelp and just go to all the reviews of sex shops, because there's always reviews by people who didn't realize they were a sex shop and then were offended, but give them, like, 1 star! Like, I thought this was a footwear store, but then I walked in and there were dildos! Like, I'm like, you can't give a store a 1-star review for not being the store you thought it was gonna be! Like, that doesn't mean it was a bad shoe store, it meant it was a good sex store! Like...
No, I saw this once is that, like, a vegetarian went to a steakhouse and then they proceeded to make a review on Yelp and everybody was like, what the fuck? This is a steak shop!
Yeah.
And then they got really pissy about it, and then they were like, well, I wanted to give a review of what the vegetarian experience was like at this steakhouse, and everybody was like, but it told you there was a steakhouse.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe you could go to a sex shop and review for, like...
Yeah. My favorite
Dog
sex shop review
collars?
that I've ever seen was in the Yelp questions on this place called, like, Siren Latex in Los Angeles, and there's one review that just says, "Is this a good place for a cuck?" And I was like, how do you answer that question? I don't know what a good place for a cuck means. What is a cuck looking for in a
I
place?
think that just means you're not a cuck.
Yeah, I guess I'm just
You're just not a cuck.
We're not getting TOS for that.
I hope
think
I
it's
not.
one of the words that Twitch just corrected.
Oh, yeah! Wait, can we say Simp Office Hours on Twitch? I'm sorry, I'm gonna get your channel banned.
I'd be very impressed if they had their NLP like this, but God,
Yeah.
they've
Turning
been
a
saying
dial that says cock and looking at the audience for approval.
Looking at Jeff Bezos for approval.
so they've been giving me all of these like emails like trying to say that it's a favor that we're getting DMCA copyright striked, you know, and being like, now easy to see if you have gotten copyright strikes. So
I
now
love that.
I can see the dashboard very easily
Dashboard
to
of evil.
see if we're getting TOS. So
There's this one time that this
Cuck Review's only website, the new Yelp.
I love that. I really want to read that. There's also this reviews for like there's like this gay swingers bar in LA, and every single Yelp question on it is just someone being like, "Are there guys of very specific type here?" And the management just like repeatedly copy and pasting in a very world weary way. "Men of all sorts attend." Or someone will be like, "I'm looking for a 45-year-old Asian bear. Can I find that at this gay bar?" They're like, "Men of all sorts attend."
Okay.
It's very confusing. That's the warning.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Oh, so do you want to hear a thing about a great internet space that I discovered?
Better than Craigslist political section.
God, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a fun fact about the internet, which is if you go to the Barnes & Noble website, and you can all try this at home, okay? So you go to Barnes & Noble, the website, like...
Is that Barnes & Noble, the website.com?
Yeah, just type in Barnes & Noble, the website.com. No, just, I don't remember what it is. It's like BarnesandNoble.com.
It's BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay,
Okay.
go to BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay.
And you go to the reviews where you find, like, a classic work of literature. Like, for instance, you could do, like, Hamlet. And you want to find the Barnes & Noble Nook Classics edition of Hamlet.
Okay,
Or of
hold
any
on.
classic work of literature.
I pulled up Hamlet.
Okay.
Not Spark Notes.
It's like the free Nook version is what you're looking for. Here, I'll go over there.
Price low to high. Okay.
I feel like it's usually pretty. This might be harder to find it than just going down the just normal organization of it.
Okay, I was here and then. And you
search like Nook maybe.
Okay. Hamlet and Nook.
I feel like the last time I found this, I got like on one of them, and then I could track the. Okay, yeah, you want this?
This $2.99
Okay,
one.
yeah. I guess they're not free anymore. Okay. So you want to go down to the reviews of any classic work of literature, on the Nook website, and go to the customer reviews. And you'll realize there's a lot of reviews. Okay, so first of all, you'll just get some great reviews that, like, just people, like, hating on the book. But keep scrolling down in the reviews, and you'll start to notice something. You'll know when you see it. Okay, so why?
Oh, no, this is Warriors
Why are you just running into it? It's not fanfic, it's roleplay. It's forum roleplay is what you're running into. So why is there Warrior Cat's forum roleplay in the comments and reviews section of any Nook classic literature book? And the reason for it is this, is that there's all these middle schoolers in the early 2000s who
whose only internet access was through their Kindle Nook, as the only way they could interact with other teenagers was to leave reviews on the Barnes & Noble website. And if they wanted to leave reviews, you had to own the book, I think, like, to give them through the Nook. So you had to get free Nook ebooks.
Which is why that you're getting the ones that are past,
yeah!
the copyright.
And then people would just do Warrior Cats roleplay in all of them. And you could read ridiculous sentences like, this isn't the real Blood Clan. The real Blood Clan is over at Canterbury Tales. But they're just all like this. And also all full of people screaming, like, stop it with the cats! Like, it's so incredible. I like the stories that don't even, like, know what the classic literature are. Like, they'll just be like, type in, like, something called A Tale of Two Cities, and, like, go to, like, that page. Like...
Yeah, these all cost money now.
Damn. Yeah, I think it was, like, more things were free on the Nook early on, and... I think you can leave reviews on the website now, though, even if you don't own it.
But can you access it through the...
I don't know if you can. I think you can't. Or at least, my knowledge of this is based on, like, yeah, like, what the Nook terms and conditions and all this situation was at the point in time that this was prominent, so... Romeo and Juliet's kind of fun because it actually has a different thing where it's not cats roleplay, it's just people using it, like, the Craigslist personal section.
Oh, wait, hold up.
We'll hang out and play a little with Stardew with friends.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
Like a day or two at 11 p.m. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed the cooking.
Yeah. I guess we should probably end stream. Well, after this, after we look at this, I think I'll end stream.
I've honestly just, like, never laughed so hard reading, like...
Oh, this isn't the right Romeo and Juliet Nook book.
Oh, yeah. You want, like, usually, like the Barnes & Noble edition ones. They'll probably also have to just look for one. Actually, they don't list how many reviews they have. Never mind. I think it's the one that was in my recommendations from Hamlet. So if you go back to that, you might be able to find it.
Okay, I'm here at the Canterbury Tales.
Nice.
Which is already pretty great.
Yeah. It's the real Blood Clan.
Moonlight, what she asked, not realizing she was in the middle of a rebellion. Despair padded in, looking at the new Blood Clan. Freaks a little at the name of Divinity. Hey, where's Bios?
I love the real Blood Clan roleplay, it's so edgy.
I'm just getting a lot of Canterbury Tales recommendation. I guess I haven't been in this hole long enough for the Rex to get...
I see. There's one review on Hamlet, though, which is actually, like, my favorite use of a review, where it says 1 star that says, this book sucked, and the review says, this book is the worst. Psych! Not! It rocks! Gotcha! But they left a 1-star review. And, like, I love that understanding of what a review is for.
Just Beans misses our banter.
Aw.
Oh, God, I really want to find this Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Let me, I can get my computer and see if I can, figure out which one I was at.
Oh, okay, I found the Barnes & Noble edition.
Okay, great.
My review. Romeo. Juliet is beautiful. Juliet. Romeo is handsome. That is basically all those two do, and I love it. These are just people leaving reviews of the actual Romeo and Juliet.
Oh yeah, I feel like sometimes it's like a combination. You gotta like scroll through some, but this is the one I was on that people are using as the personal section. Oh yeah, here we go.
Dear Erin, you went through some pretty shitty times in your life. Oh my god, these get very corny.
Right?
Well, Crab, I'm a little freaked out right now because of things. This is a bad book. This story is boring as all get out. I had to read it twice, and it was no better the second time.
Oh, wow.
This
That
sounds
interesting.
insting. You should send this to me on Discord so I can send it out to people.
Okay.
3 laptops.
It's just my favorite freaking thing. So yes, not all are like a shit ton of these, so. Oh well, first of all, you should look at this. It's from fucking Mother 2000.
Alright, I'll just slap this into...
Oh, now I spam too many things to this chat.
Alright, I think that's gonna be it, guys.
Hell no. This post is so funny. It's just they invented the OCs who are a new god and goddess. Pepper the goddess of shadow. Jason the god of the elements.
We're having a good
This
time.
post in the Iliad reviews. Oh, the Iliad reviews are all Percy Jackson roleplay.
Of course.